Hello guys, it's Billy here with Dylan with his first place?
First place. First place.
First place deck profile from Limerick Regional this last weekend. So do you want to take it away?
Yeah. My matchups were one Predaplant, one Muskets, Guru, Orcus, Hero, and then Spiral in the last round. I didn't really have any tough matchups. The Spiral one was a bit scary. Luckily enough, he bricked in game 3 and I was able to win. I think Guru was a tough one for there can only be one if you don't have any main deck outs, but I think I evenly them game 1, and then Protocol's a good card, so I was able to win that. Orcus is just not as powerful anymore.
No.
I think I was just able to. He made Wind and Dingirsu, and I opened 1 for 1 and Seek in my hand. So I just 1 for 1 into Seek, normal Seek, attack, kill both, and then I set up, and then he's just not able to play next turn. So I'll just get straight into the profile then, and I'll explain more. So there's 10 Altergeist monsters that everybody is playing. 3 Marionetta, 3 Seek, 2 Silk, Faker. Everybody's playing these, there's no need to explain them.
Yeah, I think the ratio's been defined for a year.
Yeah, everybody's playing the exact same ratio. And then hand traps play 3 Ash. That's it, I played 3 Imperm as well, but Ash is just like a generic one. I wasn't expecting a lot of Spiral, heavy meta stuff. So I just kind of wanted to cover the bases and see how it went. I wasn't going to main draw for one deck, so I seemed fine. And we played 3 Extravagance, 1 for 1, and then 1 Duality. This is kind of just to make it to 40. Normally I just side this card out. This card was insane when you resolve it. This card just gets your engine going. I know you don't play that many monsters, but you can always ditch something that you're not going to use and just summon Seek, and just that gets you so much advantage. Strav is really good, obviously. And then that's it for the spells. We play 5 spells, and then traps we play 3 spoofing, obviously. When I first started testing this deck and playing, I seen a lot of people just play with 1 manifestation, and I always felt that the second kept coming up, especially because I was learning how to play the deck. I always found that if I had a second one of these, I would have been in a better position. So I think even now that I'm comfortable with the deck, I would still play 2 of this card, because I think if you even summon Marionetta and you open Protocol or you open Manifestation, having this and Protocol, it just keeps you alive, even if your opponent opens the nuts or whatever. So I definitely wouldn't change this. And then we play 2 Protocol just because it's searchable off Marionetta. And then you can always just banish one of these, and then add this back or the Protocol. So they're always live, really. That's it for the Altergeist cards. Spoofing is an Altergeist card. And then we play 3 Imperm, 3 Crackdown. So me and one of the lads were having a discussion on what's better, Crackdown or Compulse. So for this deck, I tested Crackdown, and what this deck struggles with is making bigger monsters to out big monsters. So I figured Crackdown was just an easier alternative, where I just crack down a Link 2, summon anything, and then I can just make an Avramax or something. Generally when I summon this, or when I use this card, I'm Link climbing, and then it just wins me the game. And it deals with the problem better than Compulse, because if you Compulse, say, a normal summon, they can just summon that again next turn, whereas Crackdown just takes it and deals with it there and then. And then we play 3 evening match for when you lose the die roll. It also works really well with Milliseek, so you can summon Milliseek, crash into something, add Faker, end the battle evenly, and then just resolve Faker, and then just you end it with a Hextia and whatever other traps you have as well. So and then we play 3 Strike, and then 3 Judgment. I don't think we really need to explain these cards. This is just evenly is a thing. Lightning Storm is a thing as well. Let's put this to the top, sorry. And then Strike is just generically good as well.
Yeah.
This is the. I'm going back to Crackdown again, because I think this is insanely good, because if you open Faker and CDs or something, and you can't trigger Faker without your opponent having to do something and you having to commit life points, because you can just do this at any time, it just makes it really powerful. So that's it for the main deck. So 40 cards in the main deck.
39 in Duality.
39 and then I'll just get into extra away. So my ratios were a bit messed up because I loaned out a bit of cards for the YCS and stuff. So I played 3 Hextia, 2 Link Karibo, 1 Almirage, So I can't find my other one of these, and I loaned out one of these. So I'm pretty sure that I would play 2 and 3, and then just not play IP. It didn't come up at all. Yeah, I had space. Like you're playing extravagance. Ideally, like you could play with 3 card extra deck and just play with these.
It's like this.
Yeah,
slot.
these are like the only cards I need, and then the others are just generically good. And then I played Hida for if you summon Almirage. And then you're able to like OTK with this card and stuff. Cerberus, which actually comes up more than I like it to. Playing against Spiral and stuff, when they don't have a resort up, you can summon this and then it just it's able to get your engine going as well. So and then play Phoenix, Unicorn just for like removal. Never summon this, and then Phoenix and Cerberus come up a bit. Like half the extra deck is just like you never summon it. So like I have like BLS, never made it. Borlord never made it. Borlord made it once against Spiral to OTK, and then this only comes up if you're able to like crack down a Link 2, and then you make your own Link 2, and then make this, and then a lot of decks find this hard to out, like especially if you're playing the mirror match. If you're able to like bait a Hexia and then crack down it and then make Avermax with that, like it's just really good. Yeah, this would be like an Appaloosa or something. I loaned out my Appaloosa, so.
Here's a
shout out to Vlad. Okay. And then for the side deck, we play 3 Heavy Storm because you don't need to play Twin Twisters, obviously. 3 Nibiru.
Quite nice.
Yeah, it's good. We play against like heroes and stuff when you side this in. But yeah, this was the better card against heroes. Just order like, and if they like the funny scenario against heroes was I summon this, he makes 1 fusion and he attacks, and I have like a face up protocol and I have Kunk, so I just loop Kunk and he just can't be over it and he can't do anything. And then for the spell hey really for like Shadal, and like if I played any like random stuff like Striker or something, yeah exactly. I opened this, like I sided this in like 3 times, and I seen it when I needed it most. It was against Ola playing Muskets, and he had the Utopia double combo, and he's like, oh nice, I can Utopia double here, and I'm like standby, flip anti-spell. He has to summon a Phoenix to out this, and he has 1 card in hand, so I silk it back to his silk the Phoenix back, and then I just like normal summon Marionetta, set in a manifestation, like the next turn summon Faker, and he just can't do anything. And then for like, so like this event was just like this event was just like really weird and like really random, and I just was like extremely confident going into it. So I decided 1 Pankratops, 1 Mind Control, and 1 Regeki. Because like this event was like free. This event was free, man. It's ulti. Yeah. That's probably the only reason why I played it.
Could have played a second Mind Control. Nah.
Funny story.
I mean, they're both out to the border in this deck.
Yeah. Funny story. I didn't side them in once, which is hilarious.
You played 12 cards on your side.
Bro,
no, I played.
Come with a dumb like kind of siding pattern argument for these 3 cards.
I played 9 cards on my side deck, and that was it. We don't need 15 over here.
Yeah. Okay. So, is there anything else you want to say?
That's it really.
Mamba 1.
Mamba 1.
Mamba 1. Dylan, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your win.
Cheers.